Now, today we'll be talking about revision. You can see that you're getting the hang of these methods and memorizing and storing information in your head, making dull and gray information into exciting, colorful, and meaningful information. You might be thinking to yourself, how long will this information stay in my head? While using imagery is very important, but to make the information stay in your head and make it firm and unforgettable for the long term, you have to review those images. But how many times should you review? Well, back in the 1800s, a guy called Ebbinghaus formulated that the best way to review was to return to that information 5 times, at least 5 times. Depending on the type of information, this is how it should be reviewed. Whatever you learn, whether it's a lecture, class, seminar, book, or whatever information it may be, review it immediately. That's the first time you review. Then the second time you review is 24 hours later. The third time you review is 1 week later. The fourth, 1 month later. And finally, the fifth time you review is 3 to 6 months later. If you could review information in that type of spread out time intervals, then you pretty much got the information in your head for life. Now, don't take my word for it. This has been proven time and time again by scientists, researchers, and people all around the world. Now remember, this is the bare minimum amount of times you must review. Obviously, the more you review, the better. Now also remember to take breaks. If the information given to you is intense, take short breaks every 20 minutes. But not more than 5 minutes, though. And in that break, do something completely different. Now, in that short break, your brain processes the information that you took in, even though you're doing something completely different. This process of the brain is called reminiscence. Now, let me go a little deeper. Our memory improves slowly but surely within a few minutes after you've learned something. Now, obviously, this is not the case for all types of information. It varies from the type of information. For example, your memory of an image is strongest 1.5 minutes after you studied the image. Now, the memory of a manual skill like soccer, basketball, and cricket, and so on, is best 10 minutes after practicing it. You might be asking, what is the point of all this? Well, here's the point. If you distribute the learning periods into time intervals of 20 to 45 minutes, you will increase the number of reminiscence periods, meaning you will learn more. Now, isn't that interesting? If you keep taking breaks, you'll learn even more. Even when you're playing a game, you'll still learn more. I bet no one ever told you that. Now experiment and try it out with your children, family, or friends. You don't have to be a genius to know that if you double the rate in which you observe information, you can cut your study time in half. Now I'll see you in the next lesson.